brought to our attention that a number of our friends at U of A were bothered when on a recent episode of the Abbey of the Lemur, this statement was made.
I think it'd be funny to go downtown during lunchtime, Fayetteville Business District, just open up with a machine gun, just to watch the surprise.
Yeah.
It'd be so damn funny. All these all these frat geeks with their shirts ripping open with bullet holes as they sit there munching their quesadillas, and they'd be so surprised because they wouldn't think it could ever happen here.
Yeah.
And
or ever happen to them.
Or ever happen to them, and that's always the ultimate hilarity of a frat boy who's been gut shot, is they always think it will never happen to them. It always happens to some other mother's son.
We realize that recent events at the University of Arkansas have made certain volatile statements. We've made it a little too close to home. And while it's our policy to be raving dicks and not apologize, we feel as though we have to make some kind of amends to our friends at the University of Arkansas. Be assured that the rant taped and edited was taped and edited actually before the shooting at the University of Arkansas, and that we would not have condoned this in any way, shape, or form. I think it's important to let our friends at the university know that the Abbey of Lemur does not go around gut-shooting frat boys, nor do we advocate the gut-shooting of frat boys. It's messy, you can get in big trouble, and to be perfectly honest, it's a lousy way to meet people. It really is. It's probably not the best exercise of social graces I can think of. And we don't recommend that anyone does it. We at the Abbey of the Lemur recognize the Greek system as a viable part of our community, and we acknowledge that it can be a lot of fun and very rewarding, especially if the proper amount of lubricant is applicated. Well, and all you sorority babes, well, you know where to come for a good time, don't you? Well, now that we're all friends again, let's go ripping into another episode of the show that they don't want you to see. Hit it, Virgil. What's in the little sequin purse?
Your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Let's see Jesus.
Okay.
In the little silken purse. There you go, folks.
Oh, but wait. Somebody else is wriggling inside the purse, wanting out. Who could it be? It's Jesus' little friend, Saint Barbara.
Gee, aren't they cute?
Check. That's what we need. Oh, never mind. I won't say it because somebody will steal my idea and make a million. A chessboard consisting entirely of pieces of Roman Catholic saints for game pieces.
Oh boy, all we need now is like a wood carving machine. What the fuck are they called?
Beavers. Where the camera fell. The camera.
Zip up, you barbaric piece of shit.
So tell us about your career as a gigolo.
My career as a gigolo started when Fred Silverman saw me walking down the street in LA and said, "Jiggle for me," and I went, and he said, "God damn it, boy, I've got a job for you." And, well, you know, suffice to say, I've said it before, but I know how to please the ladies. I'm really good with my mouth, as I've said many times before. And anybody who wants to try me out and test me on that, come on down. But I was a gigolo for quite some time, and a lot more work goes into it than you would believe. Ballroom dancing lessons. I kid you not. There's nothing stranger or more lame than
being in a gymnasium with, I don't know, 10 to 20 odd people, most of whom are much older than you, learning how to foxtrot and waltz. And I don't even know how to go into the insanity of it. Just these silly people with bouffants who think that maybe they're hip, you know? And they're all wearing like these, you know, mustard-colored pantsuits. And hideous, horrible, horrible. And I did never really learn to foxtrot. It was just the steps were too complicated for me, and I mean,
Confessions, ladies and gentlemen, he never learned how to foxtrot.
I'm all thumbs, especially with my feet, but it doesn't matter. I had a big money date with a yak once. I received a bullet to the brain once. Is it working? Well. But, you know, my days as a gigolo were in fact very interesting. And, you know, as much as a lot of, you know, palookas harp about how awful it is, you know, to have to sleep with older women, I mean, it's not that bad. They're a lot of fun. They're pretty eager to please themselves, which is a lot of fun. I mean, you don't think of whoredom as being a reciprocal art, but now and again, it gets pretty interesting. You know, granted, I mean, it's like a gynecological thing. It's like, you know, gynecologists, you know, it's like after you've asked, you know, women to spread for you all day, how do you go home to your wife and do your duty? But, you know, granted, I was only into the whoredom thing for a short time, and so I don't know. It was all right. I never lost any of my taste for the sweet stuff. Is this something you'd like to share with the rest of us?
My holy card collection, ladies and gentlemen, I have about 300 holy cards of various Roman Catholic saints.
Tell us about some of your saints.
My patron, although I'm not Catholic, my patron saint, Saint Casimir.
Tell us a little bit about Saint Casimir.
He performed a miracle for me once, even though I'm not Catholic. So for this I owe him, and if I have a patron saint, he's certainly one of them.
What's he the patron saint of?
Male virgins.
Cool.
Really and truly. Male virgins and kings, nobility. He was the Crown Prince of Poland as well as the Duke of Lithuania. But he wasn't in the mood to fulfill either of those jobs. He just wanted to be religious, and people wouldn't leave him alone. And they kept trying to force him to break vows of chastity, which he never did. And he died very young. He died in his early 20s, I believe, and took a vow of chastity and remained a virgin for all of his life, for which he is quite celebrated among the Roman Catholic sect. And he wouldn't give in.
Get laid, folks, or you will die young. You'll probably die young anyway, it doesn't matter. Especially if you get on my bad side.
Saint Dymphna, patroness of the mentally ill.
Saint Dymphna rocks.
Saint Dymphna is the bomb. Saint Dymphna is it. I have many, many, many of these cards, so,
Bag o' Saints.
well, and a great one, Saint Bartholomew, who you see here in the process of being skinned alive. I don't know if you can really get that, but the flesh is being stripped from his bones by a knife-wielding cherub. I shit you not.
The skin is being flayed from his bones by the reanimated corpse of Nipsey Russell.
Amen and amen.
I can open this up, right? I have a weapon. The camera. It's a Thompson Chain Reference Bible. I've opened it randomly. We're in the book of Hosea. The days of visitation are come. The days of recompense are come. Israel shall know it. The prophet is a fool. The spiritual man is mad for the multitude of thine iniquity and the great hatred. The watchman of Ephraim was my God. But a prophet is the snare of a fowler in all his ways and hated in the house of God. They've deeply corrupted themselves, as in the days of Gibeah. Therefore he will remember their iniquity. He will visit their sins. I found Israel like grapes in the wilderness, etc. Thank you. Oh, there was a random pile of biblical. The camera. It's running away from me. I got it. Okay.
Okay, kids. Let's talk Flarp.
Flarp. Let's talk about Flarp. Now we've already taken the Flarp off of the packaging, so, but you have this packaging left to remind you about what Flarp is and how seriously we should take it. And Flarp, poke it, squish it, disgusting, great fun.
Somebody's a marketing genius.
6 different smells, of which we currently possess the strawberry, Flarp, or as they call it in New England, flap.
Flap.
And fucking flap, dude.
Fucking flap, that guy.
And, but you take the Flarp off the package, and then it tells you, then, and only then it tells you, not a food product. Do not eat. Flarp may stick to or stain fabric, wood, carpet, and other surfaces. If necessary, remove excess and wash with hot water and white vinegar. Under this, the cryptic notation conforms to ASTM D4236. What the hell, ladies and gentlemen?
It's a neutron bomb.
And,
It's from another dimension.
but made in Taiwan.
Well, all things from another dimension. Isn't Taiwan another dimension?
Taiwan is indeed another dimension. For ages 3 and up, so we here at the Abbey of the Lemur can successfully play with Flarp. So, Flarp you. Here we go.
Alright, so we got Flarp. All God's children got Flarp.
Got Flarp?
Let's see
Let's
what,
take the lid off the Flarp and see what it can do.
check out the God-given beauty of Flarp.
Smells like strawberry puke. Then it says squish. Oh, and it's supposed to make noise. It is, in fact, noise-making goo.
That's very important.
Very important. And so let's poke it and see if it makes a noise. Should I bring this closer to the camera?
Oh, why not? You can never be too careful with these things.
Okay. Let's poke the flarp and see what happens. It feels like something else I had my finger in once.
Looks like something else you had your finger in once. Hang on. Okay, cut to the chase, lady of herb.
Flarp, flarp, flarp. Stop making so many noises. Perhaps when you take it out of the container. Oops. Cross section of flarp.
This is what Flarp looks like from the inside. How's Flarp taste?
Like crap. Uh-oh. I violated a rule, boys and girls. Do not eat. Hey, is this shit toxic? I'll find out in a while. Flarp, 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 flarp. We're playing with the flarp. Flarp, flarp, flarp. Ah! Flarp, flarp, flarp.
Does Flarp feel
Flarp,
good?
flarp, flarp. Yeah, flarp actually doesn't feel so bad. Flarp, flarp, flarp. Well, this didn't pan out to be much of a sketch, did it? There's only so much you can do with this, and it doesn't make as much noise as they claim. It is actually somewhat noiseless. It doesn't feel bad, though. It has kind of a cool, quasi-squishy, rubbery consistency, and like so many things in this life do. Flarp.
Flarp.
Well, I think we've about worn out Flarp.
Stuff Flarp back in the container.
Alright, the ritual's restuffing of the Flarp.
Which is a precursor to the joy found on Plummeting Goat Day.
The faces of the children light up on Plummeting Goat Day. Hey, it made noise.
There's that noise.
And a rather disgusting one at that.
Yeah. Boy, it's just
It's
just
talking
like it
now.
was advertised. It's
Yes.
It's great, disgusting fun.
I'm how old and amused by this? Don't get a look at me being amused. So it doesn't make noise. noise until you put it back in the container. Then it's just gonna talks endlessly. Gee, Mr. Flarp, what are your views on American politics? Yeah, mine too.
How apropos.
What do you think of George W. Bush? Oh, well, that wasn't too disparaging. How about Al Gore? Okay, we take it that Mr. Flarp is a Republican. How about Ralph Nader? Not getting such high marks either.
Not a third-party flarp.
No third-party Flarp.
Pat Buchanan.
Harry Brown? Oh, he's a Buchananoid. Oh, bad Flarp. Bad Flarp. Well, since he doesn't seem to like leftists, how about, insert leftist here. What are your views on leftist politics in general? Yeah. What do you think of the American Socialist Party?
I'm not a big socialist fan.
He wants to talk at length about it.
Or maybe he's just got a hard on for socialists.
Yeah. Green Party? Well, not so against the Greens.
And libertarians.
Oh, doesn't like the Libertarians very much. But who does?
Not Mr. Flarp.
Not Mr. Flarp. He's smiling at you.
You have been blessed by Flarp.
It's kind of like a hog snout. Let's see, what else? Religion. What do you think of the average televangelist? Yeah, us too.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Church of the Subgenius? Oh, not a Subgenius fan. Discordians? Oh.
Ooh. Alright, we're rubbing Mr. Flarp the wrong way, that's for damn sure.
Yep. Pagans? No.
How about the Pope?
Okay, a Protestant.
Yeah, definitely a Protestant.
How about Satanism? How about Satanists? Yeah,
Kind of middle.
it's a dissertation. Thank you.
That sounds like somebody's grandparents getting it on. My. Ooh. Tell me, Mr. Flarp, do you believe that children are the future? Oh, what a
That's
future
what we
must be.
thought too. Children are the future. Oh, horse shit. Unfortunately, it's a present and we have to deal with it now.
Oh my.
Boy, oh boy.
Fratville never did like me all that much, but that's okay. I still love you deep down in my heart.